It's crazy how much life can change in 1 year. A year ago, I was living in the mountains of Chiapas, Mexico with my wife and 5 kids, where we had served on the mission field there for 10 years. And a couple months ago, I went from working with indigenous groups in the jungle to working at a desk here at World Indigenous Missions. It's a big change. It's a real big change. And it's great to be back here in the United States, close to family. But at the same time, a part of my heart will always belong to Mexico. But there's one thing I learned on the mission field, and that is, blessed are the flexible, for they shall not be broken. Today, I'm standing here in the WIM record room. This is where we archive all kinds of important information for the ministry, and in a strange sense, it's kind of a collective memory for the organization itself. And when I got here, this place was filled with a lot of junk, all kinds of junk. And one of the first jobs Chris gave me was to kind of bring some order to this and get rid of some stuff. And as we enter 2019, I would like to encourage each of you to do something similar. Just like a room like this is easily filled up with things that we just don't know what to do with, in the same way, it's easy that our daily routine becomes cluttered with things that just take up our time. So I'd like, as we go into 2019, I'd like to encourage each of you to, first of all, take stock of those things which are important to you, those things that add value to your life and ministry, and continue in them. Second, clear the clutter. Prayerfully consider eliminating from your regular activities those things which just keep you from doing those things that add value. If it's not helping you, if it's holding you back, get rid of it. The third thing I would like to talk to you about doing is, after you take stock and you clear the clutter, is getting rid of the garbage. I mean, you're going to clean a room out, you've got to get rid of the garbage. Sometimes you just don't need to hold on to stuff. And I got a secret for you, which you probably don't know. Some missionaries, not you guys, but some missionaries get offended. That's right. They get offended with other missionaries. They get offended with other people. And I would like to encourage each of you to go into 2019 without offenses, without carrying unforgiveness or resentment towards anybody else in the ministry, without carrying offense against that person maybe who you bent over backwards to help them out through a hard time, and then you felt like they turned around and stabbed you in the back. It happens. It happens. So I want to encourage each of you to nail it to the cross, to let go of it, to take that offense or that debt that person has against you and cast it behind your back and choose not to look at it again, just as Christ has done with us. And another thing that's important to do as we go into this new year is to organize. If you take the time to take stock of what's important, to clear the clutter, and to get rid of those things, get rid of the garbage, the offenses, and things that just shouldn't be in your life, and organize. Designate specific times for your family and for your personal times of devotion, but designate times of enrichment for your family, spiritual enrichment. Designate times for rest and relaxation when you can get away from your ministry site, if possible, to refresh your family. One specific time I would like you to designate would be July 21st through 25th, and that's the WIM International Conference. Mark it on your calendar ahead of time. We've spent a lot of time and money, we've invested time and money to make it a great event for you, and we want to encourage each of you to be there, and I'm looking forward to seeing you, and I know everyone else is too. Thank you.